Hi, my name is Diwakar Sinha with TUSK Partners, and I'm here with Kevin Arnold with TUSK Partners. And I wanted to ask you some questions about, when a emerging group practice is looking to sell their business, or a larger DSO is looking to sell their business, what are some of the things they should consider as they're going through an M&A process with you?
It's a great question, Walker. They really have to look at, all facets of the LOI that's out there, the letter of intent, really to understand what they're being offered, because not every offer is equal, as you've seen. So everybody's going to look at what's the multiple I'm getting. They want to know how much cash is coming to them, but that's going to be broken down into multiple phases. A lot of times, if they're selling to a strategic buyer, they're going to have a cash out piece at closing. They're going to have also an earnout. So an earnout is where they actually earn their cash over a 3, 4, 5 year span based on certain metrics. So year one, they got to hit a certain level of growth in that practice, maintain revenues, retain the patient base, essentially protect the investment for the strategic buyer so they can then get that earnout provision each year. Similarly, with a private equity investment as well, they might not have an earnout, they might have an equity roll where they have cash at closing and then they roll a certain portion of equity. And in that type of situation, they're going to have to be invested in helping the equity company grow that business. So that way they maximize their value of the business. If the business goes down, their investment's going to go down. So they don't get that full valuation that they thought they had.
So would you say more of your clients are doing the rollover equity, or are they looking for more cash at close? And if you were recommending a client a direction, what would you recommend?
It really depends on the client and what their goals are. If they want to retire in 3 years, then I would say an equity roll is probably not the right play for them. If they have a longer outlook, 5, 10 years, then equity roll might make sense if they want to take on that risk to try and get that highest return. If they are looking to retire and exit in the next 1 to 3 years, they need to avoid the equity roll. An earnout is realistic. That's going to be a 1 to 3 year provision, maybe a little longer, depending on the situation. But that way they have the opportunity to continue to work in the business, kind of ramp their production down a little bit, as long as the business continues to perform, and then they can then step aside when that time runs.
So if they're looking to roll over some of their equity into the new company with the purchaser, and that could be strategic or financial, what are things that they need to research or that Tusk helps evaluate with each purchaser?
With each purchaser, if they're looking to roll the equity, really, they got to look at the whole package of what they're getting. So they're going to continue to be employed by that group. So what are the terms of that employment? What's their compensation rate? Are they going to be clinical? Are they going to be a manager? Are they going to be the CEO? What's their role in that new organization? If they're going to be clinical, what's the compensation rate? Is it 30%? Are they paying their labs? What is their overall take for that type of work? Additionally, what kind of benefits are they getting? Are they getting health care? Are they getting life insurance? Are they getting disability insurance? Different coverages that they maybe were paying themselves before that they don't have to pay now. You can also look at what's their, the terms of their equity. How much equity are they getting, and what's the vesting schedule of that? What requirements do they have to meet that? Is there a certain growth rate? Is there a certain collection? And what are they looking for? And then also, you can't ignore a non-compete agreement. So you always have to look as 3 years, 5 years down the road. What can I do outside of the business? Am I limited in what way? And understand those terms.
So versus geography might be an issue, or number of years might be an issue for a non-compete?
Yeah, if it's a broad non-compete, if you're an equity owner, your non-compete can be more broad. It's not going to be a 2-year, 5-mile non-compete. It's probably going to be more of a 5-year, 10-mile non-compete, which is obviously going to limit you in a greater fashion, especially if you have 10 practices in the area. It can spread out quite a ways.
Well, that's great. Well, Kevin, thank you for your time today.
Great, thank you.